realize what he was really here to do, and it was to bag a shit ton of rice. And so he started to bagging the bagging rice. And then the fucking was like, wow, he can really do it. This is amazing. I've never seen anybody bag rice as fast as he did. And Heimlich replied back, indeed, he is a special one. The night goes on, and the sun comes up, and he was still bagging. And then all you hear is Mr. Manure saying, "Stop! You have done enough. Go take a break." Next.
Even after many hours, I wasn't tired, but I was hungry. My stomach grumbled and I was feeling, maybe I could eat some rice. Looking for the cafeteria. I managed to find some food. And there, looking for a table to sit, I saw the purple-haired girl. How who folk can I call you tonight? She told me, don't get too chummy with me, boy. Wait, is that her last name? We're going American, okay. That's her last name.
What?
Tonight is her last name, right?
Yeah, tonight's her last name. Her first name is who fucking?
Miss Tonight. I started up a conversation. Can I call you who fucking? She was like, don't get too chummy with me, boy. That was strange because I really thought we were the same age. I tried to get some info from her. So, how long have you been in this organization? She told me that she's been doing this since she was born. That there are others like her, but none as special as I am. I was really curious to how many more people are there, and why is it that I'm so special and needed for this cause. After eating some rice, I decided to go to the bathroom. Lost in thought, I didn't realize that 2 hours passed by. I must have really knocked out while trying to poop. And then someone knocked on the door, banging it, calling my name, Sonny, Sonny. When I opened it, it was next.
It was actually Heimlich Manure. He's been looking for me this entire time. He was all frantic, telling me, "Where have you been? We've been looking all over for you. You were only supposed to go on a break, not go sleep." He then explained to me that Amazon was starting to get even bigger. Their factory, their warehouse where they bag rice was becoming more and more efficient. Hamlet then explained to me that I need to be even faster than before. I thought to myself, like, how's that even possible? I am already at maximum capacity last time. So then Hamlet told me that they have a new tool that could actually help me with this. So they brought me to this room where there were a bunch of wires just coming up from the ceiling. From that wire, it looked kind of like a puppet controller where you can control puppets with. So I thought to myself, okay, what's gonna happen here if I get to it? Next.
And as I'm standing in the center of the room, before I could think about it, the string started to attach all over my body. And I literally looked like I was a puppet being controlled by a puppeteer. And I was resisting at first because I was uncomfortable with what was going to happen next. And in the back of my head, I could just hear Mr. Manure telling me that we need this so Quickie Mart can beat Amazon. And I was telling myself, okay, whatever it takes. And for the next couple minutes, I felt a rush of information filling my brain, as if I was getting uploaded data at hyper speed. But as I was going through this, I realized that I was actually automatically learning new ways to become more efficient and faster as a rice bagger. And about a few hours later, after being in a dormant state of just uploading this data non-stop, I finally hear a sound similar to like the computer powering down, signaling that this process was coming to an end. The puppet strings detached from my body and I collapsed to the ground from exhaustion, pure mental exhaustion. And who fucking standing over me?
Hmm?
Who fucking standing over me? And she's looking at me concerned. Next.
He fucking stares at him and is like, you've been getting a bunch of text messages on your phone. You should probably check it. And so I checked my phone, and it was ASAPper saying that somebody's breaking into my house. Would you like to dispatch the police? But he realized that it's already too late to dispatch them because they've been texting him that's like 6 hours ago.
Fucking useless. Oh.
So he checks his live cam in his house to see who the fuck went in his house. And it was fucking Barry McCawkiner looking for me because I never came back to work. He realizes that he's not in the house, and he just walks away and doesn't even bother to close the door. And he's like, man, what an asshole. And then he realized that when he left, the keys that dangles on his belt loop dropped on the floor while he went into my house. He's like, man, somebody better go give that back to him. And so we fucking looked at him. It's like, so is everything okay? And Sonny was like, yeah, it's just my boss. Next.
I asked Hamlet Manure if it would be possible to go home, especially after that intense training session. I feel extremely exhausted, both physically and mentally. He said, sure, go take some time to think about what happened today. for we need you top notch, and then the following week to come. As I was going home, I just I was dropped off in the corner of a very familiar street, and I realized again that my car was crushed. So I took an Uber go to home. It took a while for the Uber to come, but I was just relieved that I'm finally going back home and just go to my bed. A couple of minutes have passed, and it was getting really strange, because I was familiar of how long this should have taken, but it's already been almost 45 minutes, and I'm still not at home. I asked the Uber driver, "Excuse me, can you let me see your navigation? Because it feels like we are taking the different road, and we should have been home. Should have been arrived. We should have arrived already 10 minutes ago." Uber driver would not respond to me, and given it was so dark outside, I could not see his face. All of a sudden, everything about this situation started to become really strange and tense. The light on my chest started to blink, started to glow brightly. I tried to hide it because I did not want him to see it, but everything else started to be seems to be very, very dangerous. Then out of nowhere, my phone rang. Next.
I answered the phone, and the person on the line was actually Hamlet Manure. Hamlet told me, listen real good right now. You are being kidnapped by Amazon. Do whatever you can to get out of the car right now. And then he hung up. So I frantically went to the side of by the door and tried opening it, but it wasn't opening. It was locked from the outside. So I started smashing the window, but I couldn't. It was really hard glass. So I tried to frantically go to the front of the car to see if I could somehow attack the driver and make him stop the car. But I come to find out that it's an autonomous vehicle. Who I saw at the front of the car was actually just a blow up doll. So then, after seeing that it was an autonomous vehicle, I tried going to the front to try controlling the steering wheel. But as soon as I held it, it fell off. The gas pedal, brake pedals, they were all fake. This whole car was really just a fake car. So I tried to bang on the door, on the roof, on every single window and glass that I could try to break. And out of nowhere, the car stopped. A garage door opened up and the car continued moving forward. And then I go into this large warehouse. And the first thing I see was Jeff Bezos standing in front of the car. Next.
Frightened as I'm staring right at Jeff Bezos' face, I force my way out with nowhere else to go. As I'm standing there looking around, observing my surroundings, I notice the endless aisles and aisles of all the products that Amazon has to offer. And I was thinking to myself, this is what I'm up against? Jeff Bezos slowly walks towards me and I'm looking at him, a smile creeping up on his face. And he greets me telling me, "Welcome to Amazon, Sonny. I'm glad that you're here." As angry as I was, I couldn't help but notice how handsome he was. The charming smile on his face. Resisting the urge to smile back, I asked him, "What do you want from me, Jeff?" And he's like, "I want your skills. I want you to work for me here at Amazon." Next.
Oh my god! So your name is Yef? And he's like, yes, my name's Yef. What? Why are you choosing me to work for you? And why did you have to kidnap me to work for you? And then Yef was like, I know who you're working with, and I know that they wouldn't make it easy for me to take you. That if you know who I'm working with, you know what you got yourself into. And then Yef was like, no shit, dude. I've been in this game. They're my competition. Don't you think I know that? I said, man, you remind me of my old boss, Barry. But the only difference is you're a little cute. Like, you must be hungry. Let's go grab something to eat. So, takes him to the cafeteria. And on their way there, he couldn't help but notice when he passed by the rice bagging area. And as he watched all the other employees bagging those rice, he was like, those noobs are slow as shit. It's like, I see why you need me. Yeah. You see those noobs? Slow as fuck. It's like, this is why we need you. Don't work for Quickie Mart. They're only trying to use you. They've been stealing my plan since day one. And always been trying to overtake me. They're like the rebels of this industry. Our benefits are so much better. We give you healthcare, dental, robotic care. Everything you need, we provide. We also give you discounts whenever you need to buy anything. It's like Amazon Prime Plus, but better. Because you're an employee. So would this help like towards my Twitch Prime account too? And my like also like will help me get more skins when I play other games like League of Legends or something? It's like if that's what you're thinking of, sure. Will you at least give me time to think about it? If I release you from here, I know who fucking is gonna kidnap you again. This is a war between us to claim you. And I'm not about to lose you as one of my own, what you call that? Investments or whatever? I forgot the word. Anyways, here's the cafeteria. Go help yourself to anything. Meals are on us. Yeah. It's free. That's how cool we are. Next.
As I was eating some rice, everything seemed so surreal. I started thinking, am I still dreaming? Because I knew I was dreaming for like 4 times and I woke up every 4 times. Did I had drank too much spoiled milk and I'm I'm hallucinating. I couldn't imagine that this Amazon could be really chupacabras, especially with a cute face like that. Him, a chupacabra? Impossible. I wasn't sure who's the bad guy this time around now. Who is it that's really using me? Who is the actual chupacabra? All these questions flooded in my head. But I knew one truth, and that Jeff's smile really was pretty cute. So I wanted to go home, but now I was still afraid of getting kidnapped again from Uber. So I decided I was gonna take one of those bicycles. I slowly went to Jeff and asked for him, and he said, "Yeah, go ahead. This will be my gift to you. Keep it. Something to remember our meeting today." Seriously, this guy, I gotta leave now or. So I rushed right out of that headquarters, which was surprisingly really close to my place. Really weird. And then my phone started ringing. Oh no, it's Heimlich maneuver. Maneuver. Heimlich maneuver? Wait a minute, that's the wrong phone number. So I hanged up. Another call. Heimlich maneuver. Okay, that's the right person. I wasn't sure what to do. Should I answer this? I just really wanted to go home and sleep. Or maybe wake up from this surreal dream. As I was speeding up and ignored the call, it rang again, this time more louder than the other. I was so uncertain what to do. I was not sure who is who anymore. But I decided to pick it up. And when I picked it up, it was next.
Hello, Mr. Sonny. This is Heimlich maneuver. Who are you? What do you want from me? Sir, we just wanted to give you a call because you've been on Indeed for a while, and we see that you're looking for a job. We actually package manure. Oh, okay. Thanks. You know what? I already have a job. You could call somebody else. Okay, if you don't mind just removing your application off Indeed, thanks. So after I hung up, I continued riding my bike. Then I thought to myself, wait a minute, if the Amazon headquarters was so close to my house, how come I've been riding my bike for the past 3 hours? So I found out that I was actually just riding a bike in place. It was just a bike workout bicycle. So this whole time, yeah, lied to me. I thought it was a bike that he was giving me, but it was just a workout bike. So I was literally inside the Amazon warehouse this entire time. He was just running reels around me with his giant 100-inch TVs, making me feel like I'm going somewhere. So after a few more minutes, I got off the bike and I looked around. Yeah, those are TVs. I came up to it and pressed the power button. It turned off. And at that very moment, Jeff came up and said, "Oh, Sonny, you failed. You failed my test. I was expecting you to stop riding the bike and come right back to the headquarters, but you didn't. Now I know that you're actually gonna betray me. You're gonna go back to Quick Mart and take that job instead of working for us. I didn't want to do this, but next."
You've left me with no choice, Sonny. Jeff says to me. And without having a chance to even say something right back, Jeff pulls out a knife and stabs me in the chest. And I look at him right in his cute eyes. And I'm thinking to myself, Jeff, why? Why would you do this to me? Knowing that I'm the best bagger that Amazon could have ever had. Ever. I see him shed a tear. He stares back, he's like, if I can't have you, Sonny, then no one else can. And he lays me down slowly as I bleed out. And I'm laying there on the ground and I'm thinking, is this the end of me? Is this really how I'm gonna leave? Inside an Amazon warehouse in the arms of Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
About soon to have been the most valuable asset of all of Amazon before I even get the chance to. I guess this is where the story ends, I tell myself. Funny enough, I didn't feel any of the pain as Jeff stabbed me in the chest. The only thing I could think about was that spoiled milk I left in the aisle back at my job. Next.
After blacking out for who knows how long, I woke up on a metal operating bed with my hands and arms locked in. And it looks like these doctors or technicians working on me can't say anything. It's like they somehow shut off my capability to talk. And I see Jeff pass by. You make sure you properly do this. I don't want him to malfunction again and try to run away. Malfunction? What does he mean? Yes, sir. As you wish, the operator said. So they start to work on him. I tried to tell him to stop, but I still can't speak. Then all of a sudden, an alarm goes off in the factory. What's going on? Somebody's trying to break in. The west wall has been taken down. It's like Jeff said, secure Sonny and make sure that he's not taken away. It's like, taken away by who? Who's trying to take me now? Why is everybody trying to take me? And so they stopped the operation midway. And the doctors tried to take him away. And then all of a sudden you hear Jeff saying, "Oh no, it's you!" And then you hear bang, bang! And Sonny sees Jeff fall to the ground, sing, "Man's young."
Oh man.
With his eyes staring at Sonny, saying, "Don't choose them." Since Sonny was halfway through an operation, he blacked out again. And he sees footsteps, but hears keys dangling. These keys sound familiar. Walking towards him right before he blacked out. Next.
This key sounds really familiar. It feels nostalgic. It feels like getting beaten up with a black eye on my face. Mr. McCawkiner? McCawkiner? It can't be. He said with a really raspy voice. All according to plan. Then boom! Next thing I knew, I was on the bed. I tried to talk and it seems like my voice was still getting back to me. At least I have my arms back, my legs back. What about my chest? For sure I was stabbed. I looked to my right, looked to my left. This doesn't seem like a hospital to me. Is this a prison? Oh no. The look on Jeff and his last word resonated to me. He is Jeff. Cannot forget that face. I tried to struggle away from this constraining me. I was able to get my hands free. I still could not see anyone around me. Where am I? It feels like I keep just getting knocked out and put into a place that I'm not sure where I am. I decided to get this constraint finally freed. I started running. I tried to look for Mr. McCawkiner. I tried to listen for those keys. And across the hallway, there it is. I heard it on the door to my left. All the mirror was blackened, but for sure I knew he was inside here. I slammed through the door with my foot, right kicking on the doorknob. It made a big bang. Boom! That loud, but 10 times louder. Then I saw her, and he said, next.
I saw Hufukin tonight. She was laying on the bed, on the metal bed, like I was. But this time she's not glowing anymore. She was just a normal looking person with purple hair, of course. I looked around and saw that nobody was in their room. It was just her. Then something bad went through my mind. I was like, okay, nobody's around. It's just her. I kind of had a crush on her at the beginning. What should I do? Should I do something? Then the better part of his brain told him, no, it's kind of messed up, yo. Shouldn't do that. So he his mind before he did some things that could send him to prison. So instead of doing that, he came up to her and shook her awake. As she woke up, she punched him straight in the eye. Not the eye that had a black eye, but the other eye. So now it could match in his experience. So she quickly realized that it was just Sonny. She then apologized to him, saying sorry. You shouldn't have gotten in my way. On my fist. At that point in time, I was getting upset, so I started walking away. But she got off the bed and came after me. She said, "Wait, where are you going?" As we both walked out of the room, we then saw some people in the hallway. I couldn't figure out their faces. It was all blurry to me. I couldn't see them. As soon as those people saw us, they started running towards us. And as they ran towards us, we started running away. Thought to myself, should we just fight them? Nah, I'm just gonna get another black eye. So continued running away, and we turned the corner. And as soon as we hit turned the corner, we slammed right into a wall. Where did this wall come from? This wasn't here as soon when I looked around the corner, but there it is in front of them. When they fall to the ground, the two people that were chasing after them caught up to them and started dragging them back into their rooms. Here I thought to myself, I think this is the last time I will see Hufuken tonight. And I was right. Next.
I didn't want to believe it, but as they drew closer, they took Hufucking and they dragged her away from me, kicking and screaming. She kept screaming out my name, Sonny, please help me, please. But for some reason I was frozen in place just watching them drag her away. And I think that was the last time I ever saw Hufucking tonight. I forgot why I ended up here after that. Everything kind of seemed like a blur. Like I lost a part of myself that night. I don't even check my I don't even check my emails anymore. I can't. I'm cracking up so much. I can't find the strength to check my emails anymore. Don't even think about the spoiled milk or that I almost was the game changer for Amazon. The only thing I could really think about was the purple hair and how I never found out if she actually played that game I played.
That's pretty good.
I guess that's all behind me now. Speaking of my phone, I hear it ringing. I look, and it's Mr. McCawkiner. Wonder what he wants. Don't even want to give it a second thought. Just gonna go ahead and ignore for now. Now I'm kinda lost, and I don't know what to do from here. The days of being a grocery bagger are far behind me now, after all that's happened. Don't even think I could even face Yef anymore, after what he did to me. I guess I'm kinda just in a void, not knowing what to do, and I think I'm okay with that. Now I'm trying to think of what I could do next. So I get out of bed, and I realize I'm late for work. I try to hurry to the shower so I can get ready. Hey, wait, do I even work still? Next.
The phone rings again. It's like, God damn it. He makes it go to voicemail. He's like, alright, at least they left a voice message. He's like, let me check it out. Checks it out. It's from a random number and was like, hi, we are calling because the warranty on your vehicle has expired and this is your last chance to renew it. And I hung up right away and I was like, man, my car's broken anyways, so why the fuck do I need it? And so He went on getting ready for work, wondering if he even has a job. He drives to work. Traffic was nice. No stomachache. Didn't need to use the bathroom. Day feels like it's gonna be pretty great so far. Steps into work. Slowly heads to his cash register, still thinking, am I really back at work after everything that happened? And then he hears the keys dangling again towards him. He's like, oh, shit. What's gonna happen? During your lunch break, me and you need to talk. It's like, but not right now. We have customers. I'll explain everything when you meet me at lunch. So he goes to the lunchroom. Later on that day, saying, last time I ate at a lunchroom was with Jeff. I miss that guy. Why did they have to kill him? I sit down, prepare my meal. I'm about to get ready to eat, and I hear the keys dangling again. Well, here we go. Alright, so what's all this shit out about your tone with me, son? Sorry, Sonny and McCawkiner. So what's going on? You see, I know everything that happened. The reason being is Quickie Mart and Amazon. They want you back from me. So what do you mean from you? You don't get it, do you? I am the one who created you. You're my dad? It's like, no, you idiot. These abilities that you have, and why you're so special and why everybody's fighting over you. I made that because I want you to be my fastest bagger, not Amazon's, not Quickie Mart's. And the phone rings again. It's like, what the hell? And then it's like, don't you dare pick that up. It's like, alright, fine, I'll leave it in voicemail. It's like, I don't even check my emails anyways. It's like, did you see my email? Did you forget about the food drive? It's like, yeah, a lot of things has gone wrong. So, why haven't you told me this, Mr. McCawkiner? Why'd you keep it a secret this whole time? And is that why you were able to go into my house? It's all making sense to you now, huh? Not really, that's why I'm asking you why. I didn't know how to tell you. And then all of a sudden, the power goes out in the grocery store. Next.
Where the power goes out?
Yeah.
First thing that came to my mind. Yeah? No, can't be. I saw him dead. I saw him lay on the ground with his last word. I was really confused. What is going on? This has been a really long 2 days. I just tried to look for my phone so I can have a flashlight. I heard that once again those uh, key chain noise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about this. I tried to run. First thing I thought was, where should I go? To the cafeteria? No. Maybe I'll go outside. But before I knew it, I was already locked up and I already locked myself up in the toilet. I really can't think straight anymore. Is this even real? Or am I dreaming again? All of a sudden, my stomach started grumbling. I guess it was good to choose a bathroom, I thought to myself. I chuckled when I thought about that, but I realized again and was wondering how come it was so quiet. Then my phone rang. I quickly answered it, hoping I could get some answers. And it was Mr. Hamlet Manure. With his voice, very familiar voice, he said, "It is almost done. Just come quietly, Sonny, and you can go back to a normal life beyond all these things, beyond Amazon and beyond Quickie Mart. All you have to do now is flush that toilet." Next.
So then I started thinking, this is kind of no-brainer, because if I don't flush this toilet, this is gonna keep on stinking. And that's kind of rude. But if I flush this, I guess everything will go back to normal. So I guess it's all good if I just flush this. So I did. Out of nowhere, blinding light comes out from the ceiling. Everything turned white. At that point, I now what really happened was, as soon as I flushed that toilet, the whole sewer system just broke down. And because of all the backed diarrhea and things like that, it's past 2 days, the whole sewer system blew up. So all that flashing light, it was the sewers blowing up. So I wake up again at the hospital. The doctor came up to me and said, "Son, you're very lucky, you know that? If you didn't have your phone with you at that time, we would have never found you." So then I thought to myself, so looking at Reddit while I'm taking a dump was really a good thing. Ah, thank you, Reddit. So now I think everything's back to normal now. I'm back on the bed with my phone, able to check the email once more. Now I feel relieved. I don't have to go to work. I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do anymore. next? Wait a minute. Are we gonna keep going? Because it's getting late.
I got 18 minutes left to war, and then I'll probably like combine, probably try out the macros and then call it a night. It's easy to set up though, right? The macros.
Wait, which setup?